The key to solving this question is the fact that the midpoint of a diameter is the centre of a circle. The midpoint formula on page 18 of the formula book will help here. It states that the midpoint between x1, y1 and x2, y2 is x1 plus x2 over 2, comma, y1 plus y2 over 2. We are given the two endpoints of a diameter, A, which is equal to 1/8, and B, which is equal to 9/0. If we find the midpoint of these 2 points, it will give us our centre. To use our formula, we'll label our first point with x1, y1. So here, x1 is 1 and y1 is 8. We'll label our second point with x2, y2. So here, x2 is 9 and y2 is 0. Let's sub these values into our midpoint formula. 1 plus 9 is 10, so our x-coordinate is 10 over 2, which is 5. 8 plus 0 is 8, so the y-coordinate is 8 over 2, which is 4. So the coordinates for our centre are 5, 4. To solve this question, we must have an understanding of what the word radius means. Well, the radius of a circle is the distance from the centre to a point on the boundary. In our circle, we've marked the centre in blue. A is a point on the boundary, so the radius would be the distance from the centre to A. If we can calculate the length of this line, we'll have our radius. There's a helpful formula on page 18 of the formula book. It says that the length of the line from x1, y1 to x2, y2 is the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. We want the length of the line from the centre, 5, 4, to A, 1, 8. We'll label our first point with x1, y1. So here, x1 is 5 and y1 is 4. We'll label our second point with x2, y2. Here, x2 is 1 and y2 is 8. To find our radius, we just need to sub these values into our formula. 1 minus 5 is minus 4, and 8 minus 4 is 4. Minus 4 squared is 16, and 4 squared is 16. 16 plus 16 is 32, so we end up with the square root of 32. If we type this into our calculator, it automatically simplifies the expression to 4 times the square root of 2. We had to do this last step because we were asked to give our answer in the form p times the square root of q. The equation of a circle formula on page 19 of the formula book will help us here. It says that the equation of a circle with centre h, k and radius r is x minus h all squared plus y minus k all squared is equal to r squared. To use this formula, there's two things we need to know: the centre of the circle and the radius of the circle. Thankfully, we already know both of these. In part A, we found that the centre was 5, 4. In part B, we found that the radius is 4 times the square root of 2. In our formula, the coordinates of the centre are labelled with h and k. So here we'll have h equal to 5 and k equal to 4. To find the equation of our circle, we just need to sub into our formula. If we square 4 times the root of 2, we get out 32. So our final answer for the equation of the circle is x minus 5 all squared plus y minus 4 all squared is equal to 32. We are asked to find the equation of a tangent line. On page 19 of the formula book, there's a result which allows us to do this. It says that if a circle has centre hk and radius r, then the equation of the tangent at x1, y1 is x minus h times x1 minus h plus y minus k times y1 minus k is equal to r squared. In our formula, h and k refer to the coordinates of our centre. The centre of our circle is 5, 4. So here, h is 5 and k is 4. We found previously that the radius r of our circle is 4 times the square root of 2. Finally, we are asked to find the equation of the tangent at the point A, which is 1, 8. This gives us the x1 and y1 value for our formula. From here, all we have to do is sub our values into the formula and do some simplification. One minus 5 is minus 4, and 8 minus 4 is 4. On the right hand side, 4 times the root of 2 all squared gives us 32. Now let's multiply out the brackets on the left. X times minus 4 is minus 4x, and minus 5 times minus 4 is plus 20. Y times 4 is 4y, and minus 4 times 4 is minus 16. When presenting the equation of a line, it's conventional to write all the terms on the left-hand side and leave a 0 on the right-hand side. To achieve this form, all we have to do is subtract 32 from both sides. To finish, all we have to do is combine the number terms on the left-hand side. If we calculate 20 minus 16 minus 32, we get minus 28. So our final answer for the equation of our tangent line is minus 4x plus 4y minus 28 is equal to 0.